Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome back to a new Minecraft mod showcase here on the channel. I know it's a Wednesday, but this mod has updated from the depths of 1.16 to 1.19, so I figured I should review it today. This is a mod I reviewed on the channel before. You guys already know from title and thumbnail, it's the Farlanders mod. Yes, the Farlanders mod has updated to 1.19.3, and the last time it updated, I just want to check real quick because I have it pulled up on my other screen. It updated May 3rd of 2021. So it has almost been 2 years since the mod has updated last, and that was in 1.16 update. So we have finally made our way to 1.19. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things have been updated. So we're going to go through this mod as if we've never reviewed it before, starting off with how it works and what to do in it, and go from there. So if you guys, of course, have been enjoying the mod showcases on the channel, smash the like button, share, support, consider subscribing if you were new. And of course, the down first mod will be linked in the description. As always, you guys can check it out for yourselves, and let's get right into it. So the first thing you need to know is to install the Farlanders mod, you're actually going to have another mod installed called Structure Gel API, and it'll tell you need that installed regardless. If you just put this mod in, your Minecraft will crash, and it'll be like, you need to have this mod installed too. So yeah, I'll have both those linked in the description so you can download them both. But yeah, we run on the Structure Gel API mod now so stuff can generate properly. That being said, I'll tell you guys right now, there are custom structures in this mod, but I looked around in both a super flat world and a regular world, and I could not find any of the structures. And when I did the /locate command, I also couldn't find the structures. Like, it works. Like, if I do /locate... Alright guys, sorry to cut back in, but I actually found one of the villages. Now, to make this generate, I don't know if they're extremely rare or what, but I had to essentially I had to create a new world and set it to only be the birch forest biome to find one of these villages. But as you can see, this is what the village looks like. It's a very cute design. It has all these different areas you can explore, and it even has some chests with loot in it as well. But this is the upgraded version of the Farlanders village. You can see the guards are here. All the different little cute Endermen are here, and you can essentially explore this to your heart's content. They even have like a watchtower in the middle too. It's really, really cool. But yeah, I just wanted to do this to prove that they do generate in the world. I'm not just crazy. But just make sure if you do live here that you are respectful to the little Endermen, that you aren't cruel to them. They're very cute, and they do give you a lot of cool trades. So don't mess around with them too much. But yeah, so this is what the village will essentially look like, and I hope this was helpful to you guys. Anyway, I'll cut back to the regular video. See you guys there. Anyway, let's get right into this. So I'm going to read their summary really quickly just in case you guys don't know. So the Farlanders mod is a mod that adds a new species of a mob called Farlanders, ancestors of the Endermen, originating from the now removed Farlands after the Farlands disappeared. The Farlanders had to adapt to the rest of the overworld, building homes, evolving into new creatures like Endermen, Enderminions, and even Titans. This mod contains multiple structures, advancements, a new ore, and over a dozen new creatures to discover and interact with. So, bringing us to the new ore, we have Endenium, or Endunium, however you would like to say it. That's what this looks like right here. It has been updated. It has uses beyond belief, because this is actually what you will use to trade with the Farlanders. This is like the emeralds for the villagers, but instead it works like the Farlanders. You can mine it in any sort of underground area. We have the deep slate version and the regular version, and you can also turn it into a nice decorative block if you want to use it in your house. But for the most part, it is used for trade, and we will show that off soon. Moving on, we're going to show off all the mobs in order, and I will read all their descriptions for you so you all can, you know, get associated with them. But first up, we have the regular Farlander. This is sort of like the villager. So this is the Farlander. The Farlanders are species that originate from the now removed Farlands. After the sudden disappearance, the Farlanders had to move and adapt to the mainland overworld. This includes building homes in villages and even discovering new materials. Farlanders can be traded with. Their primary currency is the Endenium crystals. They live in houses and villages usually found in the plains, but can be found in a handful of other biomes as well. They usually only leave their homes at night, leaving them vulnerable, but will call for help from nearby ender golems and guardians to assist them, which we'll be showing off soon. Their eyes can come in 6 different colors. They also enjoy eating apples. So here's all the Endermen. As you can see, if I right click them, they do different trades. They're very cute and adorable. They pretty much do just trades like normal villagers have. I'm not sure if they do have any custom trades of uniqueness, but it does seem like they are a little bit different. And they do have the whole system of villager trading like novice, etc. You can level them up and do what you will with them. So They're really cute. This one actually has some... They do have particles coming off them, as you can see when they walk around, which is really nice. But that is the first mob, the Farlander. So next up is the Elder Farlander. So the eldest of the Farlanders, they can be found in the same type of houses. This is what he looks like. They can be found in the same type of houses as villagers as their more youthful counterparts. Their trades tend to be more rare items, however, or items that are harder to get in mass. They tend to be slow moving, and due to that, they will use their cane to defend themselves, which is really cute. And as you can see, we have some trades for actual amethyst and iron over for this one. Again, amethyst, emeralds. He seems to have some glowstone trades. Really cute. And I like that a lot. Also, you guys are going to have to excuse their sound effects. They are, of course, very, very ancient beings. Also, all their models have been updated. They look completely different than they used to. Just keep that in mind. But next up, we have our first enemy mob, the Looter. Looters aren't as nice as the typical Farlander, such as they aren't welcome in the Farlander villages. As their name implies, they specify in stealing things when attacked with a weapon. And you guys might remember this if you used to watch my Let's Play series back in the day. When attacked with a weapon, they will steal your weapon and use it against you. When defending, they can drop their hood. When defeated, they can drop their hood. By disguising yourself with a carved pumpkin or a nightfall armor, they won't attack unless provoked. So this is what they look like. They are pretty terrifying. You'll see they're actually He's actually going after the other Enderman right now. But they are pretty terrifying creatures. Do not mess with them. And here is the Looter hood that they will drop. I will put it on just so you guys can see. As you can see, it does kind of actually like mask your face, which is really cool. But I think that is it for the Looter. We are moving on to the Rebel. So this is the Rebel Farlander. So sometime after the Farlanders discovered the Enderminions, some began to seek more power and fight against each other. And so begun the Rebellion era. Similar to Looters, Rebels too aren't welcome in places where the average Farlander lives, though that doesn't stop them from barging into their houses. Rebels usually wield wooden swords, as you can see. Oh gosh, he's going after one. They usually wield wooden swords, wear helmets they've made, they poison anything they attack, and when defeated, they have a chance of dropping their helmet. By disguising yourself again in a carved pumpkin or the nightfall armor, which I'll be showing off later, they will not be detected unless provoked. So really cool. Let's put on their helmet that they can drop. Let me swap out really quickly. So this is what they look like, what you look like if you wear their helmet. So really cool. Combat efficiency, not really much, but it is a cool thing to collect, of course, if you want to wear their stuff. Next up, we have the Wanderer, and I assume this is going to be similar to the Wandering Trader. So Wanderers are Farlanders that left their home to journey the world. They wear the same clothing as Rebels and get along with both Farlanders and Rebels themselves. However, the Ender Golems and Ender Guardians that often patrol the villages do not welcome their presence. To get around this, Wanderers can be seen disguising themselves using carved pumpkins when approaching either. They can be traded with, and they sell goods from all around the world. Sometimes they will request emeralds to trade with the villagers they find themselves in their travels. Wandering traders can be seen requesting Enderminions due to this as well. So this is really cool they add this. So wandering traders have always been a thing, but what it's essentially saying is now with wandering traders, oh wow, crying obsidian and rooted dirt, that's crazy. If a wandering trader spawns in your world, thanks to this mod, it will sometimes require Enderminions as trade, whereas these guys will require emeralds at times. I think that's a really cool addition, and also fun fact, their bag used to be red, but now it looks like a bamboo bag, which is very, you know, that works because now we have that in Minecraft compared to the older versions, which is amazing. Next up, we're getting on to the more crazy mobs now. We have the Enderminion. Enderminions are the furthest from the typical Farlander. They can be tamed using apples and will aid you in battle. So they're like the tameable version of the mob. When injured, their mouth will begin to hang open. They can be fed apples to replenish health. Their bracelets can be dyed as well, which is really cute. So here's what the Enderminion looks like. He's very terrifying. I like this whole lore of them sort of evolving over time and stuff. Enderminions can be equipped with weapons. They can be They can be taken by crouching. They aren't as efficient as weapons that a player may use, so it does nerf the weapon you give them. As a result, the weapon will sustain more damage than usual. They can be fed golden apples to increase their capabilities for 30 seconds. This doubles with enchanted ones. So, again, very cool creatures. Again, the eyes are all different colors. And yeah, that is him. Next up, we have the Mystic Enderman, probably the one that has the most diverse weapon options. So this type of Enderminion is a bit different from the average Enderminion. They are equipped with a Mystic Wand that can cast fireballs. This is held in their non-dominant hand for combat. They will use their Mystic Wand, though, just like normal Enderminions, they can be equipped with weapons when holding one. And they can only be put out using target enough. If you want to, you can convince the Mystic Enderman to give you one of his Mystic Wands. Providing enough metals like gold or iron will yield the Mystic Wand with the Fireball gem. And given gems like emeralds and denium diamonds, etc., you can get the large Fireball gem. So this is what he looks like. This is the Enderminion version, I should mention, because there's just a regular Mystic Enderman as well. So this is the Mystic Enderminion. So he will just trade stuff with you if you throw items on the ground, like the resources, and he will do trades with you. So here's all the wands you can get. So you have the Mystic Fireball, the large Mystic Fireball, the Ore Gem, the Mystic Wand, of Teleportation, the Mystic Wand of Regeneration, and the Mystic Wand of Invisibility. So I don't want to show them off, not to waste too much time, because we're already about 10 minutes in. I still have a few more things to show. So Invisibility Gem does what you would think it does, put you invisible. Regeneration gives you regeneration. Teleportation, you teleport. The Ore Gem, I'm assuming this one finds you ore. This only works on stone, deep slate, netherrack. Okay, so yeah, this is like... That doesn't count as stone. Are you kidding me? Can I just find stone really quickly? So it literally just turns stone into ore. That's broken. I mean, I'm sure it has durability when you're not in creative, but okay, so Mystic Wand, regular Fireball, and huge Fireball, which you have to hold back and charge. Boom. As you can see. So those are all the wand capabilities, and again, these guys can wield any of those wands. You can see right now they both are holding the Fire Wand, the big Fireball Wand, which is really, really cool. All right, next up on our list, we have the... Oh, Classic Enderman. Where did I put him? Did I forget to grab him? I think I might have forgot to grab him. So, this is the Classic Enderman. So, a Classic Enderman is from the past, as you might think. While sharing most traits with the average Enderman, it knows how to pick up a wider array of blocks, such as ores and even blocks meant for storing valuables in mass, like iron or gold blocks. Be warned, as looking at them too long may not be a pleasant experience. So this works exactly like a regular Enderman in Minecraft works, except his array of blocks he can pick up is just way bigger. I remember having these guys in the past in my survival worlds, and they were able to pick up things like stone blocks, etc. So it's essentially just what, in my opinion, Enderman should always be, but this is the version that is in this mod. Alright, so moving from the Classic Enderman, we are on to the fan-made Enderman. So the fan-made Enderman don't often walk around. Instead, they quietly teleport around and search for targets. Once it has found its prey, it will teleport closer and closer while not in view. Simply staring and whispering occasionally, once close enough, it will strike. So this guy's sort of like Slenderman, where he will just, you know, like it just said, creepily come up behind you and threaten your existence. Also, I can't help but notice he's holding a pumpkin back there. So that's really cool. Again, now that we're moving on to the bigger Enderman creatures, it's going to get more and more difficult. So next up, we have the Mystic Enderman. So the Mystic Enderman floats around, is provoked like a normal Enderman. They equip themselves with an array of Mystic Wands, similar to the other one, of which they will drop when being defeated. They retaliate an array of magical attacks when hit, so planned carefully. So similar to this boy right here, which is the Enderminion version, although that one is just for trades, this one is purely for attacks. So as you can see, they have the different wands in their hands, and they will literally try to murder you if you insult them. So you can tell the difference. The one that you can actually tame and be friends with is crouched a bit more, whereas this one is more standing. But I do like how they float around like that. It's very cool animation. I'm putting them further away so they don't just attack anything. That is another reason why I'm doing that. Next up, we have the Ender Guardian. So I spoke of him before, but while they may be small, they do know how to... what? They do know how to expertly wield bows. Sorry about that. It's early in the morning. They trained to protect the Farlander villages at all costs, and can even predict where their targets will be before shooting. So they have aimbot. Their presence is integral to keeping the villagers alive during the harsh nights. So they're like iron golems, though they can be fooled easily by disguise of car pumpkins and the armor. So this is what they look like. And these guys work similar to iron golems, where if you attack the regular Farlander villagers, they will get angry. Otherwise, they're chill and they just kind of exist around you. So just keep that in mind. But now on to the mini boss version mob from the mod, the Ender Golem. So similar to the Ender Guardian, Ender Golems can be found protecting Farlanders in their homes and villages. Though, unlike them, they use brute force rather than weapons. That if not present, the Farlanders are very vulnerable to the harsh nights. So it may be in your best interest to keep them around. Just like most, they are easily fooled by disguise of car pumpkins or the Nightfall armor, and if you find yourself winning in a fight against one, you'll find yourself with Ender Golem horns, which can be used to create the Nightfall sword. So this is what they look like. Again, they're like the iron golems of the villages for the Farlanders. They are very intimidating. And if I remember correctly, they have around 100 health, and they will drop an Ender horn, which you can use 4 of and 2 diamonds to make the Nightfall sword, which does 6 attack damage. And that is the sword used from the set. And it says when used at night, it does +3 damage, so it actually becomes stronger than the regular golem, which is insane. But moving on to the final main mob from the mod, the boss himself, the Titan. The largest and strongest of the Farlander species to date. They can be found atop obsidian spires, which are also surrounded by Ender Golems. If you take one on in battle, you will find their exposed heart is a weak point, which is a new feature, by the way. That's a new addition to this version of the mod. And it will hurt them more than usually. Be careful, as they can use very large arms to grab you and wither you away and toss you off their spire. If you manage to best one in battle, you'll be rewarded with Titan Hide, which can be used to craft the Nightfall armor. Unlike anything like it, Titans are not fooled by disguises, and they will see right through you. So this is what the new Titan model looks like. As the previous one, their eyes can be different colors. However, their core is now like a beating heart, which is a really cool addition to them. I like that a lot. And this is what they look like. Again, if you kill them in battle, you will acquire the Titan Hide. Also, I like how they've all sort of walked over there. Now they're building their village. You will acquire this Titan Hide, which of course can be used to craft the Nightfall armor, which I will quickly put on just to show you guys what it looks like. So in the full Nightfall set, you are basically immune to being seen from any of the mobs unless you attack them, besides the Titan himself. And of course, I have the sword in my hand as well. So that is pretty much all there is to say with this mod. These are all the new things. I will quickly read the patch notes of this new version because, of course, there were specific things added just in the 1.13 version. So they've retextured everything, as we already said. The villages are now made of birchwood instead of oak. The Titan Spire is now a proper structure and has been remade. Mystic Wands now have unique textures and have been rebalanced. Completely remade the fan-made Enderman AI. Classic Endermen now have their own tag of blocks that they can pick up. Anything not wanted can be removed in the data pack. The Titan now has a weak point, as we saw. Nightfall armor has now been rebalanced and works to disguise against all of them, as all the Endermen, as we said. And that's pretty much it. There's no real any other changes worth noting. But yeah, that is the new version of the Farlanders mod. Again, it is in version Minecraft 1.19.3. I'm sorry I couldn't show you guys the actual structures, like their villages and stuff. For some reason, I couldn't find them generating in my world. I don't know if that's a bug on their end or if I somehow they're just rare. I'm not entirely sure, but someone can let me know in the comments down below. But for sure, the locate command for them doesn't work. Oh, hello, you just teleported over here. Oh my gosh, did you see that? The Enderman teleported, gave him a pumpkin head, he put it on, and then took it back off. That was crazy. Anyway, that is going to do it for this showcase. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button, share, support, subscribe. For new down first mods will be linked in the description. I hope to see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Goodbye.